Okay, let me say this again. Sup you chuckle fucks, it's your boy, Dark Arku here with what if Issei, well, mostly was the son of Aizen and the son of, well, grandson of Sparta. I will figure out how to shorten the title because I ain't gonna put all that in the title. Probably I am, probably I'm not, who knows, but yeah. But yes, he is going to be the son of Sosuke Aizen, with being the grandson of Sparta. This seems like a broken ass what if, doesn't it? It's going to be even more broken because I had other ideas to put on here. It's just I never fucking decided to create the what if or even kind of put down notes, which I should. I've been thinking this the whole fucking day, mostly during work and after work, and yeah, you get the point. Now, let me mention something. I slept for about a couple of hours, and right now it's 12 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to make this short enough so I can go to sleep soon, because entirely I have to wake up at 6 in the morning to kind of go to work, and yeah, you get the point. I almost ran late today. Luckily, during work, or not luckily, I don't know, you can see it either way. It started fucking snowing, okay? I was in the middle of fucking like shoveling and it started fucking snowing. I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? Huh? Fuck it. Then they said to just go home. I was like, okay, whatever. But yeah, you can see that, am I energetic right now? Probably. Yeah. So, it's been a while, guys. I haven't actually uploaded or recorded anything in about 2 weeks on my second channel or my first channel. I don't know how long I have been gone from my first channel. Wait a minute, let me check. Almost 3 weeks from the what if Issei, not what if Issei, what if Naruto was Mahito's reincarnation or incarnation of Mahito, or whatever I call it. But you get the point. Mostly it's been 3 weeks since I kind of uploaded that video. Mostly it's been 2.5 weeks from mostly I uploaded on the second channel. You get the point, right? It's been a while. I haven't actually been daily uploading because I've been only focusing on my work. My job mostly. Which I should start focusing on both things, because entirely when I get home I am tired. I'm a bit tired, but entirely I can actually record or whatever. But yeah. So yeah. Let me just start into what if I just drink a bunch of soda so I can just be a little bit up before blacking out again. So let me just begin into this what if, okay? So we begin into mostly Issei still being reincarnated double and other things just similar the same. The problem is this Issei is we're gonna start all the way into the kind of end where mostly this is kind of be another betrayal what if, just because why not? Mostly I thought about it in my head, but yeah. That, and also there's someone else who's going to be kind of coming along with him in this journey somewhat. But yeah, we're going into a battle between a certain god and a certain, well, ex-Red Dragon Emperor. Well, mostly, yeah. We begin into mostly his POV right now. We go into a guy with kind of like longish, mostly snowish white hair with kind of obsidian black highlights. Right now, just walking down the street. He's wearing a black kind of like leather coat jacket, or not coat jacket, a leather black. Let me say that again. A black and white, what's it called? Coat, trench coat. This is where, well, it does have a hood. It's also similar to that of looking like Virgil's from Devil May Cry, but instead it's black and white. Also, he is wearing a black, well, not black, it's like a white shirt button up with mostly a black kind of turtleneck underneath, but yeah. This is where, well, he's wearing a black belt with black kind of jeans, black boots, and this is where, well, he is walking down the street of mostly Italy. This is where, well, he's right now going to go fight a rogue god that actually been causing trouble a while in Italy. This is where, well, he has a black blindfold on his face 24/7, which mostly will confuse the shit out of normal people and wondering why this guy is just wearing a fucking mostly blindfold and like really not caring about anyone else's existence at all. Like literally this person doesn't care one bit about your existence. But next to him is a guy with kind of black and yellow hair. Mostly his hair is a bit long, but yeah. His eyes are showing to be a kind of golden color. A golden with black kind of, mostly the white in his eyes, like the scleria, whatever the hell it's called, is actually black. He has golden eyes and he has a slick eye, but it's not black. It's like a ruby red. This is where he's grinning with such a sharpened teeth. Of course, he has sharpened teeth. He also does have, like I mentioned, his hair being a longish, well, it's like a kind of blackish obsidian kind of color, but it's kind of also a color tint of crimson red in it, the black, with mostly blondish hair on it, like goldenish bangs on his head. This is where, well, he is grinning with just a like this sinister psychopath look. This is where, well, he has a tiger tattoo near his kind of neck. Of course, he's wearing a, mostly, he kind of looks like this, but of course he has a kind of like greenish coat on with a black kind of like long sleeve, just black plain shirt. He does have a bit palish skin, but not much. It's a bit tan, but not the point. He does have like bluish black jeans, a belt. Of course, those jeans are a bit ripped. He has black and kind of goldenish boots, but yeah. Of course, he does seem to have like dragon scales, but right now it's not showing too much. Or his dragon tail. He does have pointy ears, similar to that of like a dragon somewhat. Or you can be reminded of, what's it called, Orphis, or like mostly Crom Crutch or whatever. But yeah. I mean, this is a better image in how he looks like, but yeah, not the point. This is where, well, mostly the guy with blondish hair kind of says, why are we here? Why do we have to be protecting these filthy monkeys all around? Ice. This is where, well, mostly the guy with the vicious grin called the other person with white hair Ice. This is where, well, Ice looks up and says, God damn it, Kazu, stop calling humans monkeys. Just because they don't meet your standards doesn't mean you gotta be calling them filthy monkeys. And this is where, well, Kazu says, it's not my fault these filthy, disgusting monkeys are just nothing but just pathetic creatures. This is where, well, right now, the guy whose name, well, mostly the guy with blondish and blackish hair, with mostly looking similar to that of a dragon, is named Kazu, also known as Kazutora. This is where, well, mostly the other guy, who is known as Ice, is also known as Issei. This is where, well, mostly Kazu says, still, why are we here? I mean, other than to fight the gods, the two gods, well, the rogue god, or rouge god, or whatever the hell you call it, here, I know it's in here in Italy, still, it doesn't matter. I mean, unless I'm getting the XP from the system, I'm not gonna be fighting. I don't want to protect humanity. I don't give a damn about them. This is why you are not going to be anywhere near the city. This is where, well, Kazu says, huh? What do you mean about that? Well, you're going to be in the water fighting against a god known as Ebius? It's mostly, he's, I think, the brother of Nyxus. You know, the goddess of darkness or whatever. Ah, Imbu? I think that's his name, Kazu said. I don't really care what their goddamn gods are named or whatever. And you're going to be fighting a rouge god named, well, the god of victory, isn't it? God of victory, hope, and other stuff. Yeah, I don't really care about it. I'll be fighting it, I said. This is where, well, Kazu says, well, it doesn't really matter who I'll be fighting. All that matters is I'll show them the true power of a dragon monarch. This is where, well, mostly I says, whatever. Still, are you going to bring that rouge god into your army? No, I'm just going to kill him. And if I do have the chance to revive him into my shadow army, then I will. This is where, well, right now Kazu grins and says, still, this would be funnier. You know what would be funnier? What? If I could actually get Great Red to shut the fuck up. Oh, right. I forgot about the dragon gods. Entirely, I don't really care about them right now. I don't care about anyone in the supernatural right now. This is why, Kazu said, this is why you gotta go to the supernatural and tell them to fuck off fully. If they don't, you can kill them all. You have the power and army to do it. What are they gonna do? Kill your army? They're already undead. And the only reason to actually kill them is from my attacks. Or my own dragons. But that is not the point. Still, you know how lucky you are to be born in this world with such powerful bloodlines? I can't even believe it. It's been interesting, not gonna lie. This is where, well, most see Issei's the one who's also born with such interesting, powerful bloodlines in this world. You know, if we were born back then in our previous world, I said, we would have been considered to be above special grade. True, Kazu said. That is so damn true. If we were still born in the Jujutsu world, we would have been considered dangerous, powerful, and no way the elders would have any power against us. I mean, they barely had any power against us. We were special grade anyway. Exactly. Now we're in this world, and we're beyond that level. I think I'm even beyond my older uncle's power level. Kazu says I'm definitely above my brother's level. My older brother's level anyway. This is where, well, they both just grin and say, well, it doesn't matter now. This is where, well, both of them just nodded. Well, let's get this show started already. Game on. This is where, well, both of them grin, well, kind of sinisterly. Getting ready to actually fight. This is where, well, mostly the person with blackish and with kind of blackish, well, snow white hair with mostly obsidian black hair is right now walking towards where the Rouge god will be at to actually fight him. This is where, well, the other guy with kind of blackish and blonde hair right now just flew up, mostly summoned his dragon wings, and right now flew towards where the ocean would be at. Or where mostly a bunch of body of water, like a big body of water would be at. Because the god known as, well. So the blondish guy is about to fight Erebus, the god of mostly somewhat primordial darkness. Similar the same as Nixus. This is where, well, mostly the guy is grinning, thinking that he's going to be able to destroy the god, or also known as primordial god of darkness, Erebus. But yeah. We go into mostly the person who is going to be fighting a Rouge god of victory, known as, well. So, mostly the god that he's facing is a guy with kind of like mostly blondish, light white hair. This is where, well, he also has kind of like golden eyes, and this is where, well, he's waiting for a good battle. This is where, well, his name is Fire Dragna, the Persian god of victory. This is where, when Issei showed up and walked towards him, mostly, yeah, Issei is completely just walking towards him without a care in the world. Mostly the Persian god kind of noticed this and kind of looked down. His goldenish white eyes, well, yeah, goldenish white eyes are looking down at Issei, with Issei just having a blindfold on. This is where, well, the Persian god kind of has a small confusion in who the hell this kid is. From one thing, this kid is not a god, but has a weird goddish aura towards him. It doesn't feel like a god, it feels sinister like a demon god's aura, but it's not a demon god neither. This is where, well, the Persian god kind of says, tell me, boy, who exactly are you? Your energy, it seems powerful. Are you gonna give me a good battle or not? This word before he can finish any sentence. For some reason, he had a weird pull effect that made him be pulled towards mostly Issei. Issei says, oh, shut the hell up already. This is where Issei then swings a powerful kick into mostly the side of the stomach of Dragna. Right now, kind of hitting him so hard in the stomach, breaking some bones and launching him straight into a wall. Now, Issei's leg was crackling with lightning for some reason. This is where Dragna gets up and says, you're powerful, aren't you? This is where he has a grin on his face. Well, Issei doesn't give a damn. He doesn't even show anything in his face. Now we go back into Kazu, who is right now fighting against Erebus. Erebus is trying to swing multiple tentacles of darkness straight towards Kazutora, which Kazutora is easily dodging and swinging a massive sword that looks to be a dragon's blade. This is where, the dragon blade is kind of made with ruby gem, which it kind of looks like a ruby gem blade, but entirely is not. This is where, the god of victory is grinning and saying, "Fight me now! You, don't worry about my name," Issei said. "Fine. Whoever you are, fight me. Show me a good fight." "That sounds creepy in so many ways," Issei commented. "What? No, that's not... That's not what I mean, you brat." This is where, Moshi Issei grins and says, "Raiju, let's do it already." This is where a lightning beast appears right next to him, right now crackling with lightning. This is where White Dragon says, "What the? Is that the lightning beast? Oh, I see. You have a mythical lightning beast right next to you. Raiju, the god of lightning. What an interesting kind of turn of events. Then let's do it. Show me what you have over that power." That is not the only power I have, but that won't show you anymore. "Raiju, let's do this already." Raiju roars and says, "Let's do this, partner." This is where, he right now extended his right hand towards mostly Raiju, and this is where Raiju kind of just goes around his body, crackling with lightning. Well, it's not Raiju, but I call him Raiju way too much, so his actual name is Raging, the god of lightning, or mostly it's like mostly it's supposed to be a demon, but entirely turned into a beast. It's like a mythical creature. But yeah, entirely his name is Raiju, not Raiju, but I accidentally kind of mix up both names, and for some reason I'm thinking Pokemon. So yeah, the Pokemon Raiju, but yeah, not the point. This is where Raiju right now turns into like a lightning armor around Issei. He says, "Well, let's get the show started already." This is where, mostly the god of victory. Let me say that again. God damn it. The god of victory grins, and both of them starts clashing in an instant. Both of their attacks are just going super fast. They cannot be seen by normal eyes. And there's no way for humans to actually be able to see them, because entirely, mostly, they are moving so fast. This is where, both of them are clashing with kicks or even punches, which mostly Issei is managing to dodge very easily, while mostly Paichaiga is actually getting a bit cut on his cheek. Mostly he is shocked to believe that this kid is super fast. This is where, mostly Issei lands on the ground, and it's barely even using his arms. This is where, Paichaiga realizes that mostly that Issei is actually quite powerful, a powerful foe that might be able to show him what what a good way to die. Because entirely, Paichaiga is trying to figure out how to die in battle. But entirely, he's unsure if he should or not. But yeah, he's been on this earth for way too long. He's just trying to figure out what's a good way to die, because he hasn't been killed in battle or any of that. He's always won all his battles, because he is the god of victory. This is where, he does not know that he's fighting against someone that's beyond the gods themselves. This is where, Dragon says, "This is going to be a good battle. This is going to really be a good battle." He rushes at Issei and trying to attack him once again. This is where Issei just dodges and right now sends a powerful kick to the side of the head, and this is where White Dragon manages to block it and says, "Is that the best you have?" This is where before he can even react fast enough, he managed to dodge, and a punch almost went towards his head, and it would have taken that off. But luckily, White Dragon managed to actually react fast enough. This is where, he realized that this kid is quite skilled, very skilled, to the point that the kid is barely showing any emotions. In this battle, he is showing zero emotion, no emotion of hesitation, no emotions of like afraid or determination, just being completely emotionless. This is where, White Dragon realized that this kid is definitely dangerous. If this kid doesn't show any emotions like grin or mostly cockiness or any of that, it shows that this kid's confidence level is mostly determined how good his emotions are. He is confident. That means that this kid is showing no emotions, making sure to throw Viagra off guard because of the lack of emotions. But yeah, this is where Viagra realized, damn, this kid is very strong. Well, it wouldn't be a good battle if I shouldn't try. This is where he started glowing more goldenish energy to show that he's definitely the god of victory. This is where, well, mostly Issei looks at him and just basically gives him an emotionless glance and doesn't give a damn at all. Which also, by trying to realize that he can't see Issei's eyes, the fact that Issei's wearing the goddamn blindfold, it's throwing him off even further, because entirely he won't be able to react to mostly Issei's emotions when Issei's completely stoic as fuck, blindfold, and yeah. He kind of tries to remove Issei's blindfold and even ask for the kid to actually go full power because he wants a good battle, but Issei just completely ignores him or flips him off or even dodges all his attempts. He refuses to show Viagra his eyes. He actually refuses to do any of that at all. He is just like his older, well, mostly, let me say that again. Issei is similar to that of like his older brother, who mostly his older brother usually has a blindfold, who won't actually reveal his power and usually is cocky as fuck half the time. But Issei is completely the opposite from mostly his older brother in the fact that he is mostly not cocky, not arrogant, and definitely doesn't have a god complex like his older brother. Now, in this world, it doesn't consider him to be his older brother, but in a different world, it would have been considered. This is where, well, Viagra right now rushes at Issei again. This is where he tries to send a punch. For some reason, that punch didn't connect with Issei at all. It like stopped mid-air, and this is where Issei took that opportunity to send a powerful lightning jab into mostly the stomach of Viagra. Viagra felt like he got even hit hard. This is where, well, he coughed up a bit of blood, but that wasn't much. This is where he's grinning, saying, "This is interesting. What the hell did I just hit? It felt like I hit a barrier." No, it didn't feel like I hit a barrier. It felt like my fist slowed down to the point I wouldn't be able to hit you. What are you, kid? This is where, well, mostly the kid just doesn't say anything. Viagra is kind of annoyed in how this kid doesn't say anything. Really, the kid is just quite stoic as hell, doesn't show any emotions, and it annoys him, but not too much. He doesn't really care too much neither, but yeah. That's where, well, we go into mostly the battle between them again. But this is where we go into a POV of some people right now talking. They're right now trying to make a plan to fight against Viagra and also Airbus, who just got brought back to life or whatever. And this is where, well, mostly someone with kind of blackish hair. And of course, she looks to be quite small. And this is where, well, her eyes are kind of a blackish color. Mostly, this is not... Pretty much, they look like this. And yes, this is none other than Nixus. She has blue hair, longish black kind of night sky hair. And this is where, well, she has kind of this darkness around her. This is where, well, she is kind of looking at her brother, which she noticed there's actually a battle happening with her older brother, well, not older brother, just her twin brother. Erebus is fighting against someone with the dragon aura. And this dragon aura seems to be even greater than Great Red itself. But it's being suppressed a bit. Now, of course, some of the other people who are actually watching this are shocked. Just to think that someone else is fighting Erebus right now. This is where, well, mostly they're thinking who is right now fighting Viagra because they haven't seen Viagra. This is where a girl with kind of reddish hair and kind of fiery reddish eyes kind of appears. And this is where, well, she had armor around her, like a red kind of crimson armor with kind of a green gem. Mostly this green gem is none other than mostly Dietrich, and the person who is holding it isn't Rias, but her kind of cousin. It's mostly Rias' kind of, well, niece. You see here, her name is, well, her name is Laura Gremory, also known as Laura Lucifich. It doesn't matter. She has a twin sister that's right next to her who has kind of whitish hair and crimson red eyes. But this is where, well, they're kind of looking around. Now, this is where Dietrich actually spoke up, saying, "This is interesting. A dragon user is right now fighting against mostly Viagra. which mostly I don't know if he will win or not. Now, I don't know where the God of Victory is at. I felt his power, but this right now seems to be clashing around really fast. Don't know who exactly is fighting him. This is where Laura says, well, we're going to have to be prepared anyway. If they both lose, whoever the hell they're fighting, we're going to have to be prepared to fight against the God of Victory and the God of Darkness. They look at Nexus, and Nexus says, I'll try to ask my brother to calm down, but I have no insurance if he will listen to me or not. This is where, well, we go into the battle between Issei and Momoshi by Dragna. Now, they don't know this is Issei because, well, Issei actually disappeared about almost a year ago. So, of course, they don't actually know this person is fighting against mostly by Dragna. It's actually just a complete stranger to them because they have not known who exactly this person is fighting. But yeah, it's not an Issei X Hyoto. Yes, mostly Issei's last name isn't Hyoto, but it's something else. I will mention that later. He goes by 3 last names. Just 2 of them are 2 initials. Mostly it's a last name of his parents' initials, and the last name that he has is basically from his other world. But yeah, he doesn't have Hyoto in his name at all. But we go into mostly back into Issei's battle. This is where Fight Dragna and even Issei are right now clashing fists into each other. This is where, well, lightning, kind of like this turquoise lightning is crackling off this punch between Fight Dragna's kind of a holy goldenish energy. Both of them are right now kind of, well, Fight Dragna is grinning while Issei is showing a stoic face. This is where, well, both of them push each other, and this is where, well, Fight Dragon says, this is interesting. This is so much fun. Show me that truly you're the strongest. This is where, well, mostly Issei just doesn't seem to care at all. Now we go into Kazutora and mostly Erebus. This is where both of them are clashing. Erebus is saying, die, you lizard! This is where, well, we'll see Kazutora says, shut up, you little fucking god, bitch. I'm gonna show you what it truly means to be the true destruction of my power. You're nothing but a fucking weakling moron. This is where Kazutora kind of just cusses out the god. The god right now roars and tries to attack mostly Kazutora, but this is where a very powerful dragon appears right now, blocking the attack. And this dragon seems to have released an aura of like a dragon god, but entirely it seems to be different. This is where Kazutora says, good job, mostly Heart Heater. It looks like you blocked that attack. Now help me destroy this weakling. Heart Heater is a guy with greenish hair and of course having an eye patch, which mostly has a scar, and this is where he has kind of an orange kind of eye color. Like orangey red, but not the point. Mostly it looks like this. This is how Heart Heater looks like. Also, mostly this is how he appears to look like, mostly in battle right next to Kazutora, but yeah. But mostly if you want to look at his like fully Dragon Knight, this is how it would look like. This will be his like full Dragon Armor Knight, but yeah. This is where, well, mostly Abernus is right now just shocked to see a powerful like Dragon Knight figure appear right next to, well, the young boy. Now, the younger looking man with blondish and goldenish hair doesn't look to be any older than 18 years old. While mostly that is probably the case because entirely Kazutora actually is 18 years old, while Issei is also 18 years old. They are actually aged a bit up because mostly an incident happened and both of them kind of met each other, and of course they trained for like a year or more. They don't really know, but yeah. Well, they know how long they trained, just no one knows where exactly they went to train or whatever. Now, a certain other people knows where exactly they did go to train, but I will mention them later. But we go into mostly back into battles with Erebus and even what's it called Kazutora and Heart Eater. We go back into Issei's battle with mostly the God of Victory known as Vidragna, and mostly Issei and Raijin. This is where, well, both of them are clashing in an instant with both their powers, lightning versus this aura of victory, while mostly those who are managing to keep up which is a few people because they can barely see the speed of how fast Issei is moving. He's moving to the same similar speed as Sonic the Hedgehog from mostly the video games or the Flash, whichever you kind of prefer. And I'm not talking about Sonic the Hedgehog Archie form because that's a whole different thing. Or mostly, yeah, you get the point. I'm just saying he's not moving that fast because that man would have blitzed the shit out of Fire Dragon at this point. But yeah, also Issei is kind of having this lightning trail similar to that of the Flash. But yeah. Now, this is where, well, both Fire Dragon and Issei are fighting very powerful and fast. And no one barely able to see them because mostly Issei is phasing through buildings in an instant to get out of the way from Fire Dragon's attacks. Now, this is where Fire Dragon is actually shocked to actually believe that this kid is quite fast and powerful, and believes that this kid will be actually the one to kill him and his curse of victory. But he's not going down without a fight until the very end. This is where, well, both of them now swings a powerful attack into each other, right now destroying all the buildings around them. This is where a lightning and a golden aura appears, right now clashing again. But for right now, I'm going to end it off here. I know it's 31 minutes. Other than that, I gotta go. Bye soon. Yeah, I also gotta charge my phone because entirely I didn't recharge it. Because, yeah, I'm an idiot. And, yeah, bye. I might have fucked up on this what if a lot. I might have stuttered or whatever. Because it's been a while since I did a what if. So, yeah, you get the point. I fucked up in a lot of things. And also, it's 12 o'clock. Well, probably about to be 1 o'clock. Other than that, bye soon. Yeah.